See, I'll tell you one thing. I am one number Ganfattu. I'm telling you now. Seriously.
Wow. What an irony, dude. What an irony.
Welcome back to Something You Wanna Know. In this episode, we are going to talk about some interesting facts about paranormal activities, which is 100% true.
What crap? How can you say it's 100% true? Let your listeners decide on that.
Oh, yeah. I guess you need to listen to this podcast till the end and then comment below and let me know if the facts what we spoke are true or like the Indian media. I mean fake. Anyways, my guest for this episode, you already know him. He's been on my podcast since my last 2 episodes. He is Royston Rodriguez. If you haven't watched our previous episodes, you're missing on something really interesting. I will leave the link in the description below, so sit back and enjoy some amazing facts.
Ghosts can read your mind and also see your future. They try to communicate through your dream. They appear to those who are close to them or have done them wrong.
Okay.
So, do you believe in that?
Kind of, yeah.
Do you believe?
Yeah.
Do you believe that they can see your future and they come to you in your dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we see our loved ones sometimes in our dreams, and we think it's a sign they're trying to tell us. Apparently, study says it's true. Now, when I say study, I'm not talking about the scientific side of it because those guys will bullshit it. But I'm talking from the paranormal side of the universe. They say it's true that is a. I saw another interesting thing that whatever you dream in the night, you should get up in the morning and make notes of it.
Okay.
Just scribble notes of it and just keep all of that. You'll never know. Maybe those are signs of you solving an upcoming conflict in the future where you will help you.
Oh.
It's some crazy shit.
I didn't know this, man.
Yeah, I think we should make a movie on this. This is a great concept. So every morning get up and because the dream lasts for only a few minutes when you wake up usually, right?
Then you tend to forget it, yeah.
And very conveniently it goes off.
Yeah.
So it's freaking crazy. So I'm going to start making notes tomorrow. Okay, one more thing. A ghost does have the ability to manipulate an object. We all know that. They cannot kill you, but they can use you to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Which I get scared. I'll tell you why. For example, sometime I'm alone at home or I'm doing something and I see the knife in a very awkward position in the kitchen, and I feel it shouldn't be there, and I take that conscious effort to move the knife and keep it back somewhere else. मुझे लगता है कि maybe the knife will just fall into my feet or something will go wrong where I'm going. It's like a disaster waiting to happen.
Like a final destination.
There you go. It's another great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So they can't harm you directly, maybe, but they use other ways like harming you. There was this one incident that I know that this lady, she was very happy-go-lucky, and she jumped off the building of a 14-story building.
Oh.
Out of nowhere, and there was a lot of conversation of her being pushed to do it by another external force, convinces you that that's the better for your life. That's what you need to do.
Convinces you, yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes it's hard to find a reason, no matter what you do, the entire research of the person's life, you find them that there has been never anything. Then there was a rumor spread in the locality saying this was a reason and all that, and she was very prayerful apparently. So they say those who are very prayerful, they are the biggest threat to the devil. So they try, devil spends more time on them.
Okay.
Because those who are not prayerful, the devil doesn't give a, because usko pata hai ye kar lega jo main bolunga. But the people who have the utmost faith in God, which I think all of us should, those guys become a threat to devil, and this is what happened. And so this is what I like to believe. And it amuses me to believe it because I know if there's good, there's evil also.
Yeah.
And I always tell people laugh at me and say, why you believe in all this nonsense? I said, see man, we believe in other rubbish also. If we can watch Jurassic Park about a dinosaur in 2020, why should I not believe something? You're believing everything in the Bible, right? I mean, you've never been there. You're just just because this was not documented in another book, you cannot say it never exists, it doesn't exist.
Existed, yeah.
This is my very plain explanation of why I like to believe in it. Because I will get to it once I tell you the real life experiences.
Yeah.
It just teaches me, gives you a very clear perspective.
So I will tell you another fact, what
Please.
I personally believe, okay? And this fact is not there on the internet. No way, it's my personal experience. So what I feel, like for example, when you're sleeping, you're dreaming about that person. Maybe it is your loved ones, or maybe it's someone who's passed away. That person right now is next to you, and that is why you get the dreams. So this is what I have experienced and I have felt.
Wow,
I don't
amazing.
know, I don't know, it might be true or it might be wrong or right. I really don't know, but this is what I feel. Did
that's
anything happen to you like this?
I know I had a premonition.
Okay.
So I lost my dad in July 2019. By the way, I dreamt about my dad last night itself.
Okay.
So if you're telling me, if I have to go by what you said, it was awesome.
Okay.
It would be great for him to be sitting next to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in 2019 is when I lost my dad in July. A month before that, I had a dream that he's going to die. Okay.
A month before
before he passed away.
Okay.
It came to me as a normal dream where I was very troubled, and I probably even woke up crying, thinking about the fact that he's going to pass. And I told my wife that this is what I dreamed, and she's like, don't worry, it's just a dream and all that. 1 month later, I was at his burial. So that for me, and he didn't have any underlying ailments or anything. He was fit as a fiddle. He just passed away in Goa when he had gone for some walk. He got a heart attack and he went. So that was something which was like an eye opener for me. So then since then I keep looking out for signs, because I believe that the universe throws signs at you constantly, every day, in weirdest ways. And if you are able to capitalize on those signs, you can in a way be ready for what's going to happen, or rather cherish the current moment. This is my personal belief. So now whenever I see anything that I think could be something that I need to cherish or hold on to, I hold on to it because I think there's a reason why it's happening. So this is like the way I look at it right now. So yeah, so that is one thing.
But let me put a point in this. See, firstly, I'm really sorry to bring this topic.
No, it's absolutely fine.
Really,
it's a good thing, in fact, because I dreamt about last night.
So there are two things right now which I'm going to tell you. For example, there is a person, okay, who has lost his mother, okay, and that person, he's very sad, okay, and he wants to somehow get in touch with his mother in terms of spiritually, somehow at least a last conversation.
Correct.
So there are two situations in this. Either your mother will get in touch with you somehow because you might be, really wanting that, and it will happen. Second thing, that either the demon might come into your mother's form and try to get in touch with you, because what they say is a sad soul or a person who's very sad, that is ghost, the spirit or the demon gets attracted to them. So
right.
I'm not trying to tell anything wrong towards this conversation.
Yeah.
But in case if there is any signs, and this is not only for you, this is just for our listeners as well, in case if there is any signs, don't believe that it is that person at the beginning. Try to verify, try to do something, because demons will attack you at the time when you're at the lowest. So that is what I'm trying.
That's a very valid point. So this another fact that I saw, which was it is believed that spirits or ghosts exist in graveyards, which is actually a big myth. We all know that spirits only exist in houses with people like our homes. In reality, graveyard is the safest place to stay away from ghosts.
Correct.
At night, there is no more at night there are more chances of a ghost in your room than a graveyard. So
that is true.
That was such a because we have this misconception. Like in any horror movie, they show the graveyard and the cross and all. And I always thought, there's so many crosses, dude.
Yeah.
क्या करेगा भूत इधर?
Movies, movies, they are just misleading. Trust me. Now I'll tell you, I'll give you 2 facts, okay, related to this. The first thing is, there's a friend of mine, okay. I'll not take his name, but he stays in Pune. If he's watching, he will know I'm talking about him.
Please comment.
Yeah, please comment. Please. So now his father passed away long back. You can say, at least 10-15 years. Okay. And once when he was in Pune with his best friend, he goes to the graveyard and he sits on his father's grave, and they both are sitting and drinking. Okay. And he was telling me the story basically. It was, I think so, his death anniversary, or it was his birthday, his father's death anniversary, or his father's birthday. So just for the celebration, he and his best friend, since this guy was missing his father, he went to the grave and they sat and they drank. And he was telling me, Desmond, graveyards is the most safest place because nothing happens. Because there are, you can say good angels or the guiding angels which will protect you. Like, for example, his father's spirit also was there. So his father's spirit will not allow anything for the son to happen. So he'll always protect. So that is his belief. Maybe some people may believe like, that is, scary. But yeah, this is an interesting fact about
graveyard. And another interesting fact I came across would be, according to paranormal investigation, you can't see ghosts with open eyes. They can only be seen when your eyes are closed.
Okay.
At night, while eyes are closed and you see a ghost, it means it is not in your brain or imagination. It is a real ghost. That's why they haunt in the night, because in the day you can't see them. But I have.
Even I have.
But it's quite freaky. Oh my God, there was some noise right now. See, this is the problem. People make these noises at the wrong time. Yeah. So yeah, you tell me what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah. So now, if you have seen, if you know Ed and Lauren, the two characters in the movie, what is the movie name? Conjuring. Yeah. So they are the real characters, okay, and they both passed away now. So they have a book. They have written a book. Several books are there. So in one of the book, there is one chapter where they are talking about the same thing what we are talking about. The ghost can be seen only in dark. It is not true according to them. For example, even if you're sitting in the afternoon or in the morning, there are hundreds of ghosts around you, and you still don't know. Even if you're walking on the street in the morning, if you're going for a jog, there are hundreds of spirits. You will not know. So it's not that if it is a dark room, then only you will get possessed, or then only it is a haunted place. No. Even if it is open, or even if there are lights, or even if it is a new construction, still, you can get haunted. So you can get possessed, I mean.
Correct.
And you can tell me.
Getting possessed is one thing, but the reason I looked up this was because just the logic beyond them coming at night, and because the eyes are closed, is what caught my attention, which I know there's a lot of, like you and I both have a lot of objections to it. So it's about seeing. So do you believe in this, that only people who have a born with a veil?
They are called something blue babies. I think so, something like that.
I think so, yeah. So very interesting. There was someone in my grandparents' building who was known to be born with that, and he could see the paranormal, which is freaking amazing. And so that's what caught my attention.
In this point, I'll say, at least in India, there is something called as Dev gun and Rakshas gun.
Correct.
Dev means God, gun. A Rakshas means devil, gun. So a Dev gun person cannot see spirits, but a Rakshas gun person can see spirits. And this depends sometime, they have this kundli thing as well. So this depends on what time you're born. Like if you're born early in the morning or late in the afternoon, according to the calendar, according to the moon, according to the sun, there is a calculation, and then you get to know if you're Devgan or Rakshasgan, and then
That's so true. That's something I know about. My Hindu friends definitely have that, which I understand, which we look at it differently as a way. You're right.
See, I don't know exactly. See, I'm not like a Baba or something right now. It's just few
No,
points which
not
I've
me also.
heard. Yeah. So I'm just telling our listeners, other they'll think we are some Babas or something. And
No, definitely not. Please don't go on my hair and all. It is just not part of this.
See, I'll tell you one thing. I am one number Gan Fattu. I'm telling you now. Seriously.
Wow. What an irony, dude. What an irony.
I'll give you a small example. Back in the day when I was in India, okay, my parents and my sister and all, everyone was in Oman, and I was in college, so I was alone. But there was another cousin sister also who was staying. She's from Goa, but she came to Mumbai to get a job and this and all. So 2 bedrooms. She's sleeping in another bedroom. I'm sleeping in another bedroom. Now the lights are off, the door is closed, and I'm on my phone. Okay, now the phone light is straight on my face. So suddenly after 10-15 minutes, if you put your phone down, you can see little bit. It's hard to explain, but
Correct. Yeah, it's I know what you're saying. The vision is like
the vision is thoda this. So near the door, I seen one female standing, and typical like a Bollywood movie, like a white female standing. I threw my phone, I jumped out of bed, and then, like, you know, my cousin sister, she came and she put the light on. And you know what was that? It was my cousin sister's white nightie which was hanging behind the door.
just when I thought this was a great horror story.
So yeah.
Oh man.
I will give you 3 things which I do on a personal note. For example, now this is my bedroom where we are recording right now. So there is a bed, and then there is my table with the mics and chairs and all. So there is a thing for the chair. Okay, I never keep the chair empty when I'm sleeping. I either keep some clothes or something, or some book, or some bottle or something. Because what I feel, and my wife also feels this, that if we keep the chair empty, we are inviting someone to come and sit. In terms of spirits, I'm saying, you know, someone will come and, I don't know, this might be just too stupid.
Everyone has their own, but now I'm going to start looking at my
So I have to keep some clothes or something. And the second thing is, I never sleep in dark. I need to have some dim light or something. Never.
Very valid point. In fact, a lot of people said that darkness is something that you should avoid being in the complete darkness, because then you're very vulnerable at that time. Right, because your vision is
as well.
Your vision is compromised because of the darkness, so everything happens in your head.
You
think
correct.
more, you see more when you're in darkness, and that's when it becomes a open gateway for something. If someone wants to, you know, play another game, so that always keep some light on. And then even my wife told me this just recently. We spoke about it, and she was like, you know, let's always keep a light on as far as possible. Never keep darkness. Because the evil always thrives in darkness. Apparently, they look for dark corners.
And another thing, what I believe, I don't know if anyone else will agree on this, but for example, now if you want to be happy, what will you do? You will be positive, you'll think about good things, you'll avoid negative thoughts. The same thing in terms of spirits, demon. You don't need to take their name regularly. If you keep talking about it, if you keep researching or this watching some videos, or if you keep doing something which is related to horror, it will attract them. This is what I feel. So even if you're having a conversation, and there are different types of jinns, okay,
right,
you should not take the jinn's name, because if you take that particular name, it will attract. So this is what I feel. I think so. There is a series on Netflix called as Ghoul, Ghoul.
Radhika Apte's.
So it is one type of a jinn. Okay.
I've not seen that completely. Actually,
you should watch that. Then there is a movie called as Pari, which is a Bollywood movie.
What a movie!
That the name is called as Ifrit. So that is a type of a jinn. So there are 7 to 8 types of jinn. So Ghoul is a type of a jinn which can come into a human form, and you will not able to you know, make out the difference between a human and that. So
Wow.
it's very complicated. This is a very deep topic. I don't have a lot of knowledge about this, but I
In fact,
know.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Desmond, even I don't have a lot of information on jinn, although I have a few. I think jinn is the more commonly used term in the Islam religion, right? And a few friends that I had and I have, they know more about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am going to gather some more data on this, and maybe one day we can just talk about the whole phenomenon of jinn and what are the
Jinn,
myths, and we
yeah.
can diffuse that. But very interestingly, I think that movie Pari is what we forgot to talk about.
Yeah.
Was another good movie that came out of
Good
Bollywood.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people went into it for something else, but I went into it and I was really amused, and it was a very beautifully
I
crafted story.
enjoyed the movie. So Pari and Bulbul
Same, yeah.
are
Yeah,
from the
very-
same makers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
This fellow, no, the brother. Do you know that?
Anushka Sharma's
Sharma.
brother. Yeah.
Brother has directed Pari as well as directed
Yeah,
Bulbul.
yeah. Same production. It is her
Oh,
production
no
only.
wonder. Yes. No wonder it was.
Yeah. The story is at the end, however your effects are there in the movie. If the story is perfect, then you can just enjoy that. Yeah.
It had a very nice ending also. I remember that. It had a
Yeah.
very nice ending.
Nice ending. Yeah.
It had a very nice starting. In fact, the starting also was very spooky. The
The
highway
first
and
half,
the
yeah.
accident,
Hmm.
and then they go into the jungle and they find.
Hmm.
But that was very, very well shot movie. So yeah, so that was one.
Well, that's all for today's episode of SYWK. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall be back again with some amazing episodes for you. So you know what to do till then. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That's all. Thank you and peace out.